What's good, guys? It's Ecom Soof again, back at it again with another video. So today I was really just sitting here, sourcing and looking over some leads that my VAs were sending me. And I was kind of just thinking about that one slump that I went through, like right after I started hitting like 7K weeks, and I kind of went to like 2 weeks of just like 500 sales combined, and it was kind of like very bad. So I just wanted to talk about like how kind of you stay motivated when sales are even slow, and I think this is a very important aspect because like any business, you're not gonna always be hot. You're not gonna always be like on fire, and that's completely fine. That's something you have to live with. But I just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit to let you guys know how it feels mentally and how you guys can get over that hump. So first things first, it goes back to you being delusional and you having that self-confidence that you needed to kind of build it all. When you know you're gonna reach a certain thing, it's as if you're just putting in the work. The amount of results you get today or the result you get tomorrow, it does not ultimately matter. Why? Because in the grand scheme of things, these things are very minimal to the things you have planned for yourself or the goals you can see yourself hitting in the future. So yes, of course, celebrate the little wins and be happy and be grateful for where you are today. But at the end of the day, you gotta really look back and say, okay, did I do something today to get me closer to my end goal? And if the answer is yes, then you're on the right track. If the answer is no, that's where you have to reevaluate. You have to rethink what you're doing wrong, and that's when you have to come back harder. But if you're somebody who's putting in the work every single day, and you're still staying on top of your goals, sales don't actually show who you are or how much work you're putting in. Somebody can start today and get $10,000 in sales within the first week. That doesn't mean they're a genius or a marketing expert. It just means, they worked really hard for that right there in the moment. And the same thing with you. If you might not get the results that you want right now, it doesn't mean you're stupid. It doesn't mean you're dumb. It doesn't mean you're not hardworking. It just means at this very moment, something might not be going your way, but that's when you really have to double down and believe in yourself even more. Say, hey, I didn't win today, but I know I'm gonna win soon. And that's really just a mindset you have to continue. You know how many times when I first got my car, I was really thinking like, dang, like, did I make the right purchase? Like, damn, this week was kind of slow. Like, I got a car payment coming up. And one of the key phrases I would literally tell myself every single day was, Soof, if you don't win today, you don't win tomorrow, you don't win next month, your win is coming. And I would repeat that to myself every single day. Anytime that I felt down, anytime I felt like I wanted to quit, I would repeat that exact phrase to myself. And it kind of just reminded me that, yes, this money that you are making now is great, but at the end of the day, this is not your final goal. This is not your final destination. So if you're not performing the way you want to perform right now in this moment, that's not life-changing. That means you have to build from this. You have to look at what you're doing and you kind of have to self-reflect. And then you got to transition into a bigger thing. You got to transition a little bit better, come back a little bit better. I'm not telling you guys what you're doing is wrong, but I'm telling you your strategy might be a little bit off. A little bit that it might be off might be the key change that you are missing. If you're somebody who's trying and you're not getting the sales that you're looking for, do not quit. Your win is coming. Your win is literally around the corner. Do not give up on yourself. Because once you give up on yourself, that's when you lose everything. Literally, the only way to fail is to give up. It's not failing if you're trying and it doesn't succeed. That's not failing. When you come back again with a different solution, when you come back harder, these aren't failures. These are learning curves and these are building blocks to the foundation that you need. The only time you fail is when you quit. When you say, okay, I'm done with this, it was too much. You didn't have enough self-confidence and self-belief in yourself that you didn't think you would overcome that. That's when you quit, and that's when you ultimately lose, and that's when you fail. Have enough confidence in yourself. You think your parents knew when they were coming to America or they were growing up here that they knew that they would always succeed and be able to give you the life that you live? No. A lot of our parents came and they risked it and they failed, but they weren't failures. Those were building blocks. Little things that they had to start from the bottom to build the foundation to where they're at now, to be able to have you follow your dreams. And that's what you guys need to remember. You only fail once you quit. So do not quit. Again, your sales don't speak on your character. They don't speak on the amount of work you're putting in. You might find one very good product that blows up today and you make 10K. And then tomorrow you might find another product that you thought was gonna blow up, but it didn't. That doesn't show that you're not working that same amount that you were with the other product. It just shows that you got the wrong hand. You got dealt the wrong hand right there, the wrong product, and that's fine. If you hit a wall, that's completely fine. Every seller, every successful seller has hit a wall, and that's completely fine. It's not about how you hit it, but how you bounce back. This isn't like drop shipping where one ad can spike overnight and then boom, you just made $2 million. That's not how it works. With the Amazon game, it rewards patience. It rewards data and the backtracking of it. So again, if you're launching a product and it doesn't work the way you want it to, you have to just go back to the drawing board, relook at the data. Maybe there was something you missed. Maybe there was something that you overlooked and you thought it would work, but it didn't. There's many times where I pick a product that I think is gonna blow up and it doesn't. And I just have to lose right there and it's fine. But I don't let that ultimately make or break my motivation, my discipline. You have to still wake up every single morning and go after it as if you won yesterday. That's the key to actually succeeding. You have to wake up and do the things that you have to do, not wanting to do it. When you wake up and you have to go through your whole list that your VA sent you overnight, that's not fun. But at the end of the day, that's the little things that lead to success. If you buy everything your VA sends you, you might not always win every single time. You might start losing money on dead inventory. But going through everything very, 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 very detailed and looking at things and then reading the charts, rereading the charts, looking at past history, looking at 365, 3 months, 9 days, 90 days, looking at all of these little things, that's what makes or breaks a good seller. Amazon wants you to build. This isn't a get rich fast scheme. You have to build. One review at a time, $1 at a time, building the foundation to your success. Zoom out sometimes if you're feeling underwhelmed, if you're feeling like you haven't been doing the things you want to do. Zoom out for a little bit. Look at 12 months. Look at, okay, if I keep doing what I'm doing every single day, in 12 months down the line, do I think I'm going to still be at this position? No, you won't be. If you keep on going and you keep on putting in the right amount of time, effort, energy, and just staying disciplined, I promise you, you're going to win. It doesn't matter if you win today, tomorrow, 3 months, 9 months. Write your goals down and don't stop till you achieve those goals. And I promise you, with the right discipline and motivation, you will hit your goals. Thank you guys again for watching. I appreciate y'all. I hope this motivated some of you guys to actually go after it and not give up, because I promise you, your win is around the corner. You just have to be confident in yourself to know that you can go get it. So now go get it.